Okay, now I'm going to start off with, because I'm a huge fan of the Lady Vengeance and Old Boy. And
Oh, wow.
was there any inspiration from those films?
It's funny, you're the first person that sort of brought that up. I mean, there's a real, without giving anything away, I guess the revelations that are hidden inside, particularly Old Boy, for me. Yeah, they have that sort of, there's a sort of a twist element, but it's also so deeply ingrained in the DNA of the entire movie in a way that feels very special. And, I had thought about that when I was writing this movie, along with a bunch of other movie references to me. But it's funny you mentioned that, actually. I love that movie so much.
Yeah. I honestly, I think my favorite is Lady Vengeance, just because it goes so a dark, apparent kind of thing. The ending is horrible.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Great, brilliant.
Yeah.
With you two, you play this couple who, usually a married couple, knows each other, and all these secrets are revealed. How did you guys kind of find that connection and unveil the layers? What was it like for you guys as actors?
I mean,
convenient that we didn't know each other.
Right. That was easy. The fact that we had just met. But I enjoyed, first of all, how easy Joel made it with writing great characters in this great script. But the part I kind of definitely leaned into the element of this character that is very much kind of full of it. There's a very kind of polished veneer to this guy, real cocky, and that usually that kind of person has a veneer up for a reason. There's usually something behind there, and that's one of the things I enjoy about acting is kind of showing the cracks in what they think they're pulling off, and this guy was full of those.
Yeah, he's a pretty intense character.
Yeah.
With you, I think she's such a great character, but she could have easily been the kind of wimpy, oh no, but you're not that. Can you talk about your approach and how you found the strength in her?
Yeah, well, I think it really helped that there was some depth to her, that she wasn't just a sort of pawn that things happened to and then kind of became the sort of plot mover on her, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
Like there was a real sense of her own demons, and which was really valuable for me, because that meant that there was some humanity to play around with there, and also the sense that she's not perfect, and that she is actually presents as a perfect wife, and is in many ways deeply inhibited and probably frustrated by her marriage, and then grows in strength and by the end of it. And that was far more interesting than playing the plot mover, which it could have easily been, frankly.
Very easily.
Yeah.
And that's credit to you as a writer.
Yeah, and also the conversations that we had leading up to, the one interesting thing is when you do declare that you're going to make a genre film, which is with the partners that were making the film, I said, I would have one foot firmly planted in the genre world. It's very easy to think that as you move into that process, that everything else is up for being on the chopping block except for plot. And I think you have to be very careful, because I think plot only becomes exciting if the muscle and meat on those bones is great character. And those great character make that plot far more exciting. So you have to be careful not to throw away these elements. So, for example, the history of Robin and the damage she has, and her addiction issues or whatever, those things could easily go away because they don't matter to plot. Yet if you took them away, I reckon it's a mistake.
You also, I think more than anything, you guys have this really complicated relationship, which I think is unusual to see in films, especially of this ilk. Was that always with the characters? Did you always want to make them flawed, and did it change as the script progressed?
I think all characters, a mix of their actions, rather than perceive a character as, just good and other characters as just bad, just the hero, just the villain. Everybody, as we all are in life, we can be redefined on any action or words that we say. And the great thing about having Jason and Rebecca is those conversations about how those characters would develop, at what point honesty, you know, certain things were revealed, and who was lying to who, and who was receiving lies as honesty, and so on, without giving anything away. And all those sort of back damage things, and the damage that was inherent in the relationship become conversations you can have with intelligent actors. And I think the best actors are intelligent people. You know, it means that the tapestry of all that stuff becomes rich. The genre and the plot stuff almost takes care of itself once you have all that stuff really solid and in place, I think.